Gee, if you've seen all of that and was at puppy parties,
Don't play with me, bro.
And you the same size as Uncle Phil, and you the same size as Professor Ogilvy, and you the same size as Lucien Griez, Clive Davis.
How you doing?
Okay. Why you want us to believe that you weren't at them parties participating in that behavior, G? We heard everything you got to say on the line, G.
What up,
G, are you a victim of Diddy?
I'm down here at the trial. You know that content creator that was talking all that shit? Last time I was walking up, nigga was scared in the motherfucker when he was getting on the elevator. But I'm gonna get close to him. I'm like, yo, you got something to say now? Watch and see what I tell you. I'm gonna show him how petty I am.
Oh, that's Gene Deal. I'm gonna let everybody know you're here.
Last night, he said you was at a puppy party. You came here to eat pills. He held two minors down as well as him. Gene, I interviewed him on YouTube. Allegedly. He about to lawsuit. Right?
You want to get inside.
Allegedly.
Right. You coming back in, right?
Yeah, I am.
I see you want to get inside.
Allegedly.
You can't. I'm not the type of dude that you can come up on like
Bro,
this.
listen. We out here to
What
get
kind of
content.
content
You're
you
not going to tell me what to do.
You can't come up on me.
Bro, listen.
If you come up on me, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
That's what I say.
You gonna
That's
do
what
what?
I say. That's what I say.
Bro.
That's what I say. No, bro, shit.
Why
I
y'all
said
got
I'm a
this lady at
bitch.
the court?
You gonna misgender me now? Now it's fucking anti-Asian because I'm Asian. So now you harassing me.
Bro,
I am protected by
can't do that.
anti-Asian hate crime.
Go down the road
now
with
you
that.
misgenderizing.
All this nigga did was Gene did. That nigga tried to put his hands on block that shit. That's all this nigga did.
Wait. Gene Deal did that to you?
So, bro, I get out of the elevator, right?
Yeah.
Gene did right here. I'm not, nigga, I'm walking to go get my phone. You understand? I'm walking to go get my phone and shit. You know what? We gotta walk. I actually gotta go back in there and get my shit. So I'm walking to get my phone. The nigga tried to put his hands, I was like, pushed him away. He broke this.
Gene Deal
And
broke
then,
that?
yeah, fuck Gene.
man.
And then some crazy ass lady started yelling and screaming and shit. I'm like, yo, you bringing too much heat over here. Oh, we got 3 more weeks. I can't get you out of this court.
Man, that don't sound good. Talk to him.
Hey, Emily knows everything. This guy's awesome.
All right.
How
Tell
would
him
I-
about your Substack.
So on my Substack, I'm doing detailed breakdowns, and then after court, I'm doing like short little videos. So if you want like deep dives, that's where I put it. It's all on Substack.
Okay.
But I also capture all the fighting. Like I just got that Gene Deal fighting with that guy. Who is that guy?
His name is Denot.
Is he trustworthy?
You know, you're out here in the streets. You got to be shrewd, you know. Trust is not something I'd be looking for out here, believe me.
Sometimes homeless people say truth.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
sometimes it's a lot of bullshit too. So
Yeah.
you gotta kind of figure out what's true, what's not true.
Yeah.
Service Sam here, just stepping out of the court building for a moment. We had a 10-minute recess. Here is something that not a lot of people are talking about. Gene Deal was here at the court building. I interviewed him in the elevator, and then shortly after that, he got into an altercation with a YouTuber, a friend of mine now who I know, called Diddy. Diddy was harassing him the day before, calling him all these names, calling him Uncle Phil. There's a video you can see, and apparently he punched out and knocked out Diddy yesterday to the point where they told Gene Deal not to come back for a few days. No arrests were made or anything, but like, I don't know. And I just saw Diddy a little bit ago trying to get into the main courtroom. And I think he was in the overflow. So I got to go talk to him. Maybe I'll get an interview for you guys. But I just wanted to drop that on you. Gene Deal knocked out YouTuber Denot, okay? There was an altercation. And like I said, I don't know whose fault it was. No arrests were made. But Gene was asked to take a couple days off from the case.
People are lying about what happened that day between Gene Deal and the YouTuber Denot. I wasn't going to make a video, but now that the lies have been spreading, I need to come clean. I was the only eyewitness in that elevator when the fight broke out between Gene Deal and Denot. Me and that lady that said that she was Asian. That was it. Now I'm hearing that there's some guy named Charlie pretending he was an eyewitness. No, he wasn't. This is what happened. I was in the elevator with Gene Deal and this woman. We go downstairs. We get out of the elevator. All of a sudden, Donette, the YouTuber, walks up. He confronts Gene Deal. Gene Deal, all of a sudden, takes his hand, puts it on Donette's chain, and shoves him. Now, people are saying that Gene knocked him out. That did not happen. He just, like, kind of did one of these for a second. Then, I'm standing there thinking, oh, shit. Well, this is getting a little wild. Security starts looking at me like, and I'm like, I don't know. And I'm like, yeah, maybe you should come on over here, I guess. They waited like 5 minutes. Like, do I look like security? They thought I could handle it. Now, someone said that there was a rumor that they told Gene Deal not to come back the next day. I didn't see that. I heard they didn't even know what was going on. No one saw the fight except me and that lady. They just told us all to leave. They're like, can you just grab your phones and get out of the building? I think the reason Gene Deal didn't come back the next day is because he didn't want to deal with the bullshit. That's what I think happened. So basically, did not get knocked out. Holy shit, that is a tongue twister. Did not get knocked out, and I don't think Gene Deal was kicked out. These are all lies being told on the internet. I hate that I'm the only eyewitness here, but I also love it because I love when the truth comes to light, and that is what happened. Cheers.
He was talking mess like shit. No, he's been going at Gene for the longest. He's Gene Deal's antagonist.
That's bad business.
Right. But in the elevator, yeah, we know before the elevator, he saw Tisha interviewing Gene Deal. That's viral. So it's not like I'm making it up. And he confronted Gene Deal. He did. No, he did confront him with his questions. But then Gene probably took that a certain way. And you telling me Gene didn't strike him? He didn't do that?
Okay.
Yeah, Gene Deal didn't do that.
He was in his face like this.
Right, Gene Deal stepped to him.
No! Do not did that.
Do not step to
Do
Gene Deal?
not, look, I'm here.
Right. Wow. Okay.
This is Do Not.
Right.
And this is Mr. Deal.
Right.
Do Not went here. And Mr. Deal said, get out of my face. He said he ain't have to. So Mr. Deal said, I'ma hit you if you don't get the F out of my face.
Right.
He's still here. And I'm right here like, but see what happened was then Mr. Deal turned and his back was, and I was like, oh. But see, I didn't know. At this point, I felt protected because I had just got verbally assaulted by him in the courtroom on 23B. So I was like, well, thank God. Somebody's telling me.
So what you're saying is when we saw the thing outside, when Gene Deal said, yo, if you come in my face.
Oh, what happened was,
yeah.
so then Mr. Deal turned this way. So now he's here, and Janat is there, and I'm still here. And then he said, get out of my face, and then push him. And then get out of my face. And then he went from here 10 feet. And then he stepped back with his left.
And when Gene pushed him, what did he do?
He said, he had something in his hand like a book. And he was like, and then I did like this. And I said, if you come in this deal, I'm going to smash this cup in your face.
Right, because we see you on the steps.
I had a soup cup. It was a soup cup with warm water. And I said, get out of his face, stop bothering him. I said, marshals, where are you? Because y'all need to be escorted. So all of a sudden the marshal ran. He said, what's going on? I said, he's bothering Mr. G. Like, y'all need to have Mr. G in security when he walks through this building.
Now, technically, could Gene handle himself with Donut?
Could he handle him? Excuse me?
So
this young man, I don't know how old this man Do Not is. Mr. Do Not didn't want no piece of Mr. D.
Okay, all right, that's what we want to know. So when he came outside,
but he acted like he did at first. I don't know why he had to smoke in front of me. I'm not quite sure. What did you do to him first inside the courtroom? Lady. What did you do to Mr. Gene Deal inside the courtroom right before my eyes? And why did I have to get in your face like this and tell you to step back from him? Why did I have to stand in front of Mr. Deal behind me and tell you to back up off of him?
Because it was two men handling business.
And then what happened? But what happened?
That's for me to know.
But what did you do? So why you not telling the truth? My name is Candor. I'm transparent. I'm true. Candor.
I can't.
But you didn't have the same energy with him when he came outside either.
When he came outside, he left.
Man, get out of here.
He left.
The Diddy trial had drama. Well, wait till you hear about the drama outside of the Diddy trial between Gene Deal, Donat, and now myself. But now, Emily knows everything. She's a friend of mine. Met her at the Diddy trial. She was in the elevator. Charlie, you have some explaining to do because I know you saw, I believe, and can corroborate a lot of the things you're talking about outside with Tisa that happened, but you were not in the elevator. Now, these are all her quotes, in the elevator, and the lady who said she was Asian, not sure why she was not saying, whatever, that's not important. Charlie was not an eyewitness, even though he said he was. Out of the elevator, Donat confronts Gene Deal. Gene Deal takes his hand, puts it on Donat's chain, and shoves him. Apparently the chain broke. Okay, it was on his wrist. He was not knocked out. I am sorry. I said he was knocked out, so I digressionally apologize for that. He just fell back. Emily says, I'm standing there thinking, well, this is getting wild. Security stands there looking at me, she says, like a lot of security does. She's like, maybe you should come over here, I guess. They waited 5 minutes, she said, and she said they thought I could handle it. They did nothing. She said it is not true that Gene Deal was told not to come back a few days later. Again, this is the courtroom chitter chatter that I was getting, guys, and I apologize because I'm learning to be a better comedian journalist, and these facts, we're working to get closer to them, but I have gotten to them right now, and that's what counts. Now, Gene Deal, they were told, grab your phones and get out of the building. Okay, so did not get knocked out is what Emily said. I apologize, you did not get knocked out, but I don't appreciate all the aggressions towards me. Donat enjoys getting underneath people's skin. That is how our relationship started in line, him getting underneath my skin and enjoying it. And then we somehow we seemed cool with each other. And then I put out that video and then all hay broke loose. But the facts remain, he is pushing Gene Deal, and Gene Deal is a gentle giant, and, when you poke the bear, you might get the claws. That's all I'm saying. These are the facts. We finally got to the story. Whoosh, we can put this one to sleep.